We are well into January. If you're finding it tough to stick to your New Year's resolutions, you could be standing in your own way. And we welcome to the program health and fitness expert Dai Manuel to show us the do's and don'ts to help us make it our healthiest year ever.
Thank you.
That's a big achievement.
What?
The healthiest year ever.
Well, I think it's very doable, but you know, like most of us Canadians, we tend to set really lofty resolutions and ones that don't fit with their already busy lifestyle.
Right.
So I want to tell people, forget resolutions. Why don't you pick one goal? And just one goal for 2017. And if that is as simple as just eating more whole, unprocessed foods,
right,
that's a good goal to achieve.
Okay, so tell us about that goal and how specific do we make it?
Well, it should be as specific as you need it, you know, because you know what works for you.
Right.
And you know how busy your lifestyle is, so why not figure out a solution that plugs into however busy you are?
Right.
And you know, as we lead into that, I often tell people, you know, because they're often concerned about calories and calorie counting, and especially whole foods.
Yeah.
Because whole foods don't have a label on it. It's the advantage of this stuff, you know, it's a good sign. If it doesn't have a label on it, chances are there's probably some pretty good stuff in there.
Right.
So start looking at your food from a nutrient quality standpoint and think about what is your lifestyle entail,
yeah,
and then fuel it so you can live a life of awesome.
To tailor that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people will be at home and they're thinking, my resolution is drop 20 pounds or
sure,
whatever that is. So where do we start?
Well, where do you start? Well, let's start with protein.
Okay.
Okay, because most Canadians are on the lower end of the spectrum of the recommended 10 to 35% of your daily allowance. And if you start to eat a little bit more protein, you're going to see your metabolism increase, brain function increase, also your just overall well-being increase. And so I brought 4 different sources here of single whole food sources of protein. So you'll notice we have peanut butter here, 7 servings.
I noticed the peanut butter. Weird.
Peanut butter is amazing.
Weird I didn't eat all that peanut butter during the break. It is amazing. I agree with you.
But to get 26 grams of protein, good quality protein, you would need 7 servings of peanut butter.
Okay.
You would need 6 servings of hummus, 2.5 servings of black beans.
That's a lot.
Or 75 grams of lean cut steak. And there,
that looks delicious.
It is delicious.
Yeah. You're speaking my language. Okay, so beef is a good choice and it's nutrient packed.
Nutrient packed. B vitamins, as well as it's great for overall metabolism and health as well. So
okay,
yeah, it's fantastic.
So a good rule is to get nutrient dense food.
Yeah.
Forget about the labels. Forget about calorie counting.
Sure.
That can make people feel anxious.
Well, it can, but you start to really pay more attention to your food, and I think that's really one of the third trends I really want to encourage people to do is be more mindful with your eating. In particular, when you start to eat your food, think about your other senses. And with my kids in particular, I always ask them, you know, about an hour to an hour and a half after they've eaten, how do you feel right now?
Right.
You know, and kids will tell you. And,
if they're full or not.
Yeah, and we know this too.
Yes.
You know, if you're having that mid-afternoon dip and crash, well, what did you eat at lunch? You know?
Right.
So there might be some food choices that you want to improve on, and it's just being more mindful. And turn off the devices when you're eating.
That's the other thing, being the mindful component and sitting in front of the TV maybe, or being on your phone, not actually paying attention to what you're doing has a big impact.
Absolutely. And listen, I know you're busy. I'm busy.
We're all
Everybody's busy. So we were talking before we went on air, you know, just ways to leverage your time more effectively.
Yes.
So I'm a lazy cook. I like to set...
You cook this, though. I see it. It's the shining centerpiece.
So, beef oven roast. You throw it in a pan. You set it, you forget it. You come back once it's done, and you vary the time based on the weight.
Yeah.
And from that, you can get 2 to 3 more meals throughout the week. You know, and that's why I brought, you know, as a salad topper here, as grab-and-go tortillas.
Yeah.
You can leverage your time and plan ahead. Again, being mindful of what the week's going to entail and how busy your lifestyle is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that, the leftovers, so that matters. And also keeping things simple, because a lot of people do have kids they're trying to get out the door. They're trying to keep active and healthy.
Sure.
So that's the way to do it.
Absolutely.
Do one thing and plan for the week.
Yeah, and if there was one last thing, and you know, we talked about being overcomplicated, stressing out, and being worried about our choices, look at your plates a little differently. And there's something called the healthy plate perspective.
What does it look like?
So let's take this plate. So look at your bowls, look at your plate, and I want you to be an artist, all right? Vegetables, fruits, dedicate half of it to that, all right? More color the better.
Yes.
Because we're talking nutrient density, nutrient quality, good foods that fuel your body. Then add a whole grain, maybe a couscous, maybe quinoa, maybe a whole grain roll. That's going to take up a quarter. Then the other quarter, you want to go with a lean protein. Maybe a slice of salmon. We've thrown some of the steak from the beef oven roast.
Yeah.
But now you're starting to look at your food and balance it based on lifestyle choices. And as you start to feel better,
right,
you start to make better decisions.
Yes.
And that is more sustainable. And I think that's really the whole, to wrap this all up, you know, you want to sustain a lifestyle forever.
Right.
Shouldn't be a start now, stop tomorrow, start again.
Yeah.
You know, figure something that really works.
Totally. Then
Yeah.
you're looking towards getting those results by getting the benefits, feeling better.
Yes.
And you're not frantically scrambling all the time, which we all tend to do. Great tips. Thank you so much for
Thank
this.
you, Jill.
Okay, I'm ready to dig in. The peanut butter is mine. The beef is mine also. Andy, you can have the beans.
The beef?
They're
That's pretty-
available for the taking.
The beef looks pretty big. I think we can split it, don't you
Also,
think?
the
You carved me
hummus
off
is
a
all.
piece?
You can have that.
You can all share.
Greed in this room right now. Looks outstanding over there.